I cannot afford a Rolex, maybe in the foreseeable future, but the way my finances are evolving at the moment, it's a long shot, to be honest with you. St. Martin has produced a great little watch here. It gets so many things right, but then so many things wrong. I remember anticipating this watch for such a long time. I pulled the trigger, and to my dismay, it stopped working after 2 or 3 weeks. So my experience was short-lived. I was able to recoup some of the money through AliExpress dispute claims, but still, it's a short-lived experience. You can choose this watch with the PT5000 or the Sellita SW200. The case diameter is 37mm and the thickness with the box Sapphire is only 11.3mm. It's a waterproof down to 100 meters. It is fitted with a screw-down crown for extra water protection. So there's 3 things I want to touch upon: what I don't like, what they do right, what I would prefer from them. Let's start with the former of what I don't like, the movement. My watch stopped working and a watchmaker told me that the rotor was crooked and it needed to be fixed. I don't feel like pouring more money into this project. I do wish they went with the movement like the Miyota 1915 and just added another $50 to the cost. All newly found movements like the PT5000 will be associated with some levels of risk. I think they are doing the right thing by trying something new so they can offer us consumers the same level of quality as a Sellita or an ETA at a cost that is significantly less. In my situation, it just didn't work out. No drilled lugs, which should be a must for these types of watches. I've tried to take off the bracelet and I lost my sanity in the process and I still haven't gotten it off. So for this watch, drill lugs is a must. The bracelet. The finishing on the bracelet is great. The functionality is not. The screws are loose and the bracelet tore apart on me once while wearing it. There's probably some type of workaround, but for a brand new watch, I should not be fiddling with these types of things. So what do they do right? Domed sapphire. The watch has a beautiful box sapphire, which is much preferred. It's beautiful and gives off a luxurious design touch. The quality of the case finishing. Quality of the finishing is impeccable for a watch at this price, or maybe any price. You can see the brushed vertical lines with the beveled edges giving the watch a beautiful aesthetic. The bracelet. Even though the functioning of the bracelet is poor, the quality of the metal and the brushed finishing are all appealing. It's a bit sharp around the edges at times, but that can be forgiven. The logo. Contrary to other people's opinions on the logo, I found the applied hexagon logo unique and appealing. I do not find it to be obtrusive to the dial experience at all. I honestly believe it enhances it. The dial is the best feature for obvious reasons. It's emulating the 1016 Rolex, but with a unique design touch by them using applied indices instead of printed indices. The dial finishing and qualities will draw me to buy the watch in the first place, and I don't think it disappoints in that area. One thing you have to be alerted to is that this watch is matte black and not lacquered or deep black. The dial size is classy at 37mm, just a tad bigger than the 36mm, which is surprisingly a nice touch. Small details like printed logos on the crown and clasp is always welcoming. What I would prefer. On paper, this is a perfect watch, but the execution is far from it, and there are some differences I would like them to implement. They have to fix the reliability of the movement. It could have been just this one watch, but still. They said it was an easy fix, that the rotor was loose, but the watchmaker said it was crooked and needed to be fully changed. I would prefer a deep black dial like the Sin 556 or the Smith's PRS 25 from Time Factors. I think it makes the watch achieve a more alluring and classy aesthetics. Bracelet design emulates the Rolex bracelets faithfully, but it does not function properly and they need to have better quality control so the bracelet does not randomly fall apart while wearing it. All these are my preferences and my personal experience with the watch. If yours differs from mine, let me know in the comments and hopefully we can achieve a healthy conversation about our differences. Thank you for watching.